Season's greetings and salutations, and a good morning or good evening, depending on whenever you're watching this, my Gecko learners. If you can hear some screaming in the background, it's because we have the crazy volleyball tournament going on right now, so nobody's being harmed or held hostage in the background. It's just good old-fashioned team spirit and a little school spirit mixed in. Today we're going to work on order of operations. Well, we've got a word worth knowing. The order of operations means exactly like it sounds. It's what order do we do mathematical operations? No, we're not cutting any numbers open and removing their insides. What I mean by operations is that the actions that we can perform with numbers. For example, we add with numbers, we subtract with numbers, we multiply with numbers, we divide with numbers. Those are operations. And sometimes we need to decide what order they go in because these math problems can get a little muddled. What is the order of operations? Do you know? Well, I'm waiting for my answer. Just like the other day, you kept me hanging there. There are 4 orders of operations. Number 1, evaluate the expressions inside grouping symbols. Okay, well, before I can divide 72 divided by anything, I've got to look here first at my brackets, okay? That tells me automatically you need to look to this area before doing the problem. Next, I need to look inside of the brackets and what should I do first, okay? Well, we know that rule that we learned back in 3rd grade that anything in the parentheses you need to do first, okay? So that if I did this problem, 72 divided by, well, I know that 11 minus 7 is 4, okay, times 2. Now I can say 72 divided by, well, I would have 8 left inside of my brackets because I know 4 times 2 is 8, and I know 72 divided by 8 equals 9. That's how you would perform a problem like that. Step 2, I need to evaluate the powers. I can see that I've got a power of 2 in here, but, well, I can't multiply that just yet. As you can see from step 1, we've got some symbols, okay? Anything inside of those parentheses we have to take care of first. 2 plus 5, you guessed it, it equals 7, okay? Now I can evaluate that power. So I know that 7 times 7 is 49. And 3 times 49, I believe, let me do that in my head, it equals 147. Okay? So that's how you would evaluate using a power. Now we need to use division from left to right. If you look at the problem like we have right here, okay, we run into a little issue because we've got 28 minus 63 divided by 7. It's basically asking us to do 2 different things with 3 numbers. That gets a little bit confusing. So if that happens, always look for multiplication or a division problem. Okay, so I can rewrite that like this. 63 divided by 7, well, that equals 9. So I'm left with 28 minus 9, and that gives me 19. I hope you got that one right. And finally, we add or subtract from left to right. Really? Do you really want me to show you how to add or subtract from left to right? I didn't think so. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you know how to do that. Just remember the direction you always need to go is from left to right. Well, let's try a sample problem like this. I can see that I've got a division problem here, and I've got numbers inside my parentheses. And before I can divide anything, I need to find out the answers to those. 14 plus 6, so that gives me 20. And then I've got 12 minus 7, that gives me 5. So I would say 20 divided by 5 gives me an answer of 4. Let's take a look at this one again. We have more symbols. I need to figure out what's in the parentheses first. I know 2 plus 5 is 7. And I know 4 times 7 equals 28. Okay, now I get to a trickier problem again. I've got 3 operations and 4 numbers. What do I do? Where would you start this problem? Do you see any parentheses or brackets? No. Okay. Do you see any, let's go to step 2. Do you see any powers? No. All right. So then I need to look for multiplication or division problems. I see a multiplication problem here and a division problem here. Which one do I do first? Well, I start at the left and work my way to the right. But just to help me out, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to add some parentheses so it makes it a little clearer where I have to start. 9 times 6 is 54, plus 27 divided by 3. That equals 9. 54 plus 9, wait for it, let me get my calculator, I believe is 63. I have 3 problems that I'd like you to try, okay? If you can do these problems easily, then you will have a pretty easy time with our discussion in class tomorrow and with the extra credit homework. If you have any questions, please make sure you mark them down, and we will go over these 3 problems in class tomorrow. Good luck. See you then.